Hey everybody, Tara Green here. It is July the 2nd. We're in a long weekend here in Canada. It was Canada Day yesterday, right on that heavy duty Mars Pluto square, which is actually happening today, July the 2nd, if you're in Greenwich Mean Time and beyond. So, pretty intense, instant karma time. I'm seeing it all over the place. It is very heavy, very, very intense. I mean, Mars square Pluto happens a couple times a year, of course, as Mars is the faster moving planet. So, today, July the 2nd. I will also do a July the 4th special, America's birthday, and more importantly, July the 11th, which is the second of three exact Pluto returns, first Pluto returns in the US. So, as of today, the moon is in Leo, so for today, so that's great for partying on a holiday weekend. Fireworks are in party mode, things are very optimistic, positive, but people are also parading around their big egos. Do you know what I mean? Now, it's all about me. I am the king or queen of the day, and so, it can be big egos, it can be spreading around, it can be very generous, very heart-centered, very open, childlike, innocent, and just partying. Yeah, that's Leo, okay? But generally, Leo rules the heart, so pay attention to what your heart is feeling, because really, according to the Heart Math Institute, the heart has a brain of its own, and it actually is formed before the brain in the fetus, and the heart is really the central active channel. Okay, so here's the aspect today up above here with Leo, Trine, Chiron, and Aries. So, our wounds and our pride can get in the way, but somehow we have to be in command of them. We need to command our wounds, but we don't want to be too defensive. Mercury, the planet of communication, is in its own sign in Gemini right now, trining Saturn and Aquarius. So there can be new solutions, new ways of seeing the situation from a much higher perspective. So that is very good. That's an air trine. If you have planets in Libra, that will also benefit you as well. The moon then squares Uranus and Taurus. So there can be some unexpected energy shifts, things physically may not working according to the way you want. The crypto market, Uranus and Taurus rules the crypto market, as does Saturn and Aquarius, ruling Aquarius. So again, things could be bumpy, things can be acting out in weird ways, so just best to kind of go with the flow. Mercury squares Neptune in Pisces at 4:53 p.m. This is Eastern Daylight Time. And so your communication may be totally misunderstood. Not a good time to speak to someone at that time, really. Mercury in Gemini, of course, has that dual-sided nature. It will flip from one side to the next, okay? So while Mercury's in Gemini, we know what that's all about, okay? So arguments, disagreements are very common. So projection, Mercury square Neptune in Pisces is projection, and we all project onto the other person our own stuff. So you can get into big stalemates and headbutting right now, of course, because the moon in Leo, it's like everybody's vying to be the king or queen of the day, okay? But it can be used in a very creative way. So if you can channel that energy through writing or dancing or singing or any kind of creativity, communicating with someone you love, a beloved. Neptune and Pisces is all about realizing that we're all one. So whatever disagreements you're having, you're disagreeing with yourself, okay? Basically, or a part of yourself, not all of yourself. Neptune and Pisces represents the whole, where we're all connected to everybody and everything. There is no separation. So boundary issues could also be something that you need to set up today, okay? And if you have to agree to disagree or disagree to learn to agree, that's okay too. Now, Leo moon opposes Saturn and Aquarius. Again, this is a big relief. Again, in Eastern Daylight Time, 9:55 p.m. Being able to see the bigger picture, Saturn and Aquarius, take a big breath, in a way. It's like being detached to see what's really going on, what's at the heart of the matter. The Leo moon then inconjuncts Neptune and Pisces. Again, this is in the evening. And an inconjunct is a blind spot. What is it spiritually that I haven't seen that I need to look at here? And then the Leo moon sextiles Mercury and Gemini. So very much this engagement of communication with heart, with being able to see the bigger picture is really the key signature of the day. Now, again, that happens in Pacific Daylight Time. So it repeats in Eastern Daylight GMT. So now we're on to July the 3rd. And then more inconjuncts. This is a day of inconjuncts. And again, inconjuncts are when planets are 150 degrees apart and they're literally in different elements. So in this case, Leo doesn't see Capricorn, so fire does not see earth. In every fire and earth sign, they do not see each other. They don't get each other. They're in different elements. Earth is physical and tangible and real, solid, 3D. And fire is intangible. We can't really hold fire. We can use it. Fire represents spirit, which is also something quite intangible. And fire, can be both good and not so good, just like everything else. This is a dualistic universe. Always complementary polarities. We do not want to erase polarities here, okay? Otherwise, nothing works. Everything is based on this magnetism. All right, so the Leo moon and Pluto and Capricorn, this is big power struggles, okay, where we will see who the power is behind the throne in a way. Pluto and Capricorn, the plutocracy, trying to control more and more and more. It's about time you saw it. The Leo moon trines Mars and Aries, so this is that's at night. Could have trouble sleeping. It's very fiery, it indicates new beginnings, but it can also indicate anger. Mars and Aries is very spontaneous, so could be an angry outburst coming later on Sunday. The moon is void, of course, then at 5:59 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and it enters Virgo about 3 hours later. So moon in Virgo changes the pace. It's like we're going from fiery, outgoing, we're partying hardy, and then we're going in. We're going into yin space. We're going into receptive space, earthy, rounded. Let's survey the damages or the good stuff and put it in order now. We have to clean up after the party. That's Virgo, basically. So, again, Mercury in conjunct Pluto. Again, this same type of element, Mercury in kind of not being able to see what our shadows are. And that can be very frustrating because it really is all about examining our shadows, which everybody has. So, again, if you can talk about it, that's at night. If you can debate it, if you can think about it, if you can hash out both sides of the issue, that would probably help on paper. And then the moon in Virgo, again, in conjunct Jupiter and Aries. So again, new initiatives, Jupiter and Aries, always the great benefic, but there's something maybe positive and new that we're not seeing there or can't see because we're too much into the details, too critical, too nitpicky, too going over, you said this and he said that, and blah, blah, blah. What did you say? And trying to criticize everything, right? Where Jupiter and Aries is like just open. Let's start something new. Let's go on with the show, okay? So that's my take on this, on the big cosmic divine timing of these 2 days. So if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at tarot.com. My website has been stuck for the last 3 months. I haven't been able to change anything on it, Tarot, but it's getting ready for a whole new beginning, finally, after many, many setbacks. But anyway, if you want to get in touch with me, again, tarot.com. Wishing you all the best. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Blessings to you.